This is the Group 3 Archer Stakes, a race that doubles as a Melbourne Cup qualifier. The last chance for many of these horses to make the Melbourne Cup field. Athabascan started favourite.
Are going to be the final two. United Nations comes along and Gone Turin will be the last. Gone Turin, who hit the line well in Sydney last start, takes the outside. So much to play for. The Lexus Archer Stakes, and they're set at the 2500. Gates are back and they're racing. And Athabascan from barrier number 3 jumped away with zest. Kalapour on the inside for Ollie began well, and United Nations is also forcing up. The mare Speak behind them, and then came Ladies Man, Gone Turin, and Mostly Cloudy is at the tail of the field. Out of the straight, they've completed 250, and it's Kalapour without an element of fuss by about 3/4 of a length to United Nations, and then came Speak on the inside, and Athabascan is going to get fourth, one off the fence. About 2 lengths Ladies Man, and then came Mostly Cloudy, and at the tail of the field is Gone Turin. To the riverside with 1900 metres to go, and Kalapour with the head on the chest for Damien Oliver relaxes in the lead. By a length, no pressure up front from United Nations, and then came Speak third, and fourth is Athabascan. 2 lengths away Ladies Man, Mostly Cloudy, and last Gone Turin as they hack their way towards the 1600 metres. Kalapour, who's been well supported, led by about 1.5 lengths United Nations. Speak has been up on the steel fractionally in the first half of the race, third on the rails, and then came Athabascan, Mostly Cloudy, Ladies Man, and Gone Turin at the top of the course at the 1350. Well, Kalapour is just striding out here by about 1.5 lengths United Nations, and there's no pressure in this race at all in the small field in the Archer. Chiquita Lodge at the 1100 metres. Speak is third, and fourth is Athabascan. 1.5 lengths to Mostly Cloudy, and then came Ladies Man, and 2.5 lengths to Gone Turin. Kalapour is absolutely dictating this by about 1.5 lengths. United Nations second as they head towards the 900 marker. Then came Speak and Athabascan, 1.25 lengths Ladies Man, followed then by Mostly Cloudy and Gone Turin as they reach the 800 metres. Well, Damien Oliver has had such a magnificent time on Derby Day before, and he's trying to steal this coming up towards the corner. At the 650, United Nations second under pressure. Athabascan out into plenty of air. Then Speak, Mostly Cloudy. Further back is Ladies Man and Gone Turin. It's going to be a sprint in the Archer. 450 to go. Kalapour by 1.5 lengths. Athabascan lugs in fractionally, gives chase. A gap United Nations who whacks on from Ladies Man. It's Kalapour. 250 metres to go. Extends 1.5 lengths to Athabascan. Then came United Nations and Gone Turin from a long way back. Kalapour at the 150. Athabascan a length, 3/4 of a length away. Kalapour a half length Athabascan. Kalapour punched down by Ollie, got there. Kalapour has won it from Athabascan. Gone Turin. Then came United Nations, Mostly Cloudy. Second last in the race was Ladies Man, and Speak was last.
Well, he had it all his way up front, and Damien Oliver steers Kalapour into the Melbourne Cup. That makes it 2 runners in the Melbourne Cup for Newcastle-based trainer Chris Lees. He's also got Cleveland in the big race. Cleveland recently won the Moonee Valley Gold Cup in those familiar Lloyd Williams silks. So it looks as though Kiwi underdog Ladies Man will miss out on a place in the Melbourne Cup. He started the day at 24 in the order of entry, but by winning this race, Kalapour skips past, and now Ladies Man misses out unless someone above him is scratched in the next 2 to 3 hours. Keep in mind, Racing Victoria's woke vets still have a chance to stamp their authority on Monday and scratch anyone they don't like. But as there are no emergency runners, any scratchings will just result in a smaller field of 23 or 22 horses. Be sure to check out my video on Listochka, the French import racing in the Cup on Tuesday. You can find a link to that video in the video description below. Check the odds, pick a winner.
Orchestrated plan from your point of view. I didn't give him any instructions. I said to him, what are you going to do? He thought he'd be box seating, but when he jumped clean and he was able to dictate in front, I was very confident in the run when he was The couple of sections there with 13.5, so you knew he was going to be hard to run down.
Sort of horse, you got every confidence you can back him up Tuesday?
I think so, especially having that style of run. It wasn't a tough run, and we'll see how he pulls up, but I'd expect he'll back up.